What is going on, Roger Report Nation? We're diving headfirst into the biggest stories dominating the sports world right now. First up, the Kansas City Chiefs are in a tailspin, starting 0-2 and leaving fans wondering if Patrick Mahomes can pull a rabbit out of his hat to save their season. Then it's a party. Patrick Mahomes celebrated his birthday early with his wife Brittany, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and Kane Brown, proving that even after a tough loss, the good times roll. But wait, there's more drama in Kansas City as Andy Reid faces criticism for relying too heavily on Mahomes, potentially putting the star quarterback in harm's way. And finally, we're breaking down how Patrick Mahomes is literally carrying the Chiefs on his back, with his incredible rushing numbers telling a story all their own. Stick around, because this is the Roger Report. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single update. Kansas City Chiefs hit rock bottom with historic 0-2 start. For the first time since 2014, and the first time since Patrick Mahomes was in high school, the Chiefs have kicked off their season with 2 consecutive losses, falling 2017 to the Philadelphia Eagles. This rare early season slump has ignited serious concerns about their playoff aspirations, as history paints a grim picture for teams starting in such a hole. The primary culprit appears to be an offense struggling to find its rhythm. Patrick Mahomes himself leads the team in rushing yards through 2 games, a statistic that underscores the difficulties faced by the running game and the offensive line. In the loss to the Eagles, Mahomes threw for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns, but the offense lacked the consistency needed to convert opportunities into points. The absence of key receivers like the suspended Rashee Rice and the injured Xavier Worthy has amplified the pressure on Mahomes. Even tight end Travis Kelce faced scrutiny for a crucial fumble in the fourth quarter. While the defense showed resilience, holding strong to keep the Chiefs in contention, the offense's inability to sustain drives and score proved to be their undoing. Special teams also contributed to the defeat with a costly turnover on a kickoff return. Fans and analysts alike are sounding the alarm, with many pointing to the daunting historical statistics. Only 12.2% of teams starting 0-2 have made the playoffs since the league expanded its postseason field. Can Mahomes and the Chiefs overcome this deficit? Will this early stumble spark a legendary comeback, or is this the beginning of the end for the Chiefs' dynasty? We'll keep you on the edge of your seat as we dissect every angle, but first, can Patrick Mahomes truly party his way out of the slump? Mahomes parties after 0-2 start. Birthday bash with Swift and Kelce. Despite a gut-wrenching 0-2 start to the NFL season, Patrick Mahomes didn't let the losses overshadow his impending 30th birthday. He celebrated early Sunday night at his own restaurant, 1587 Prime, with a star-studded guest list that included his wife Brittany, teammate Travis Kelce, global superstar Taylor Swift, and country singer Kane Brown. The gathering served as a much-needed reprieve from the gridiron grind. Photos from the event showed Mahomes and his friends in good spirits, enjoying cake and celebrating, a stark contrast to the team's on-field struggles. This early celebration is particularly noteworthy given the Chiefs' historical difficulty in overcoming an 0-2 start, with only about 11% of teams since 1990 making the playoffs after beginning the season with 2 losses. However, the Chiefs, led by Mahomes, have a proven track record of success, including multiple Super Bowl appearances and wins, suggesting they are far from out of the running. Social media buzzed with the legendary photo of Mahomes, Kelce, Swift, and Brown, with fans appreciating the blend of sports and entertainment. The celebration offered a glimpse into Mahomes' ability to compartmentalize and maintain a positive outlook, even amidst professional adversity. While the party lights may have faded, the pressure on the Chiefs is mounting. Can this star quarterback bounce back from the worst start of his career, or is a deeper crisis brewing in Kansas City? We'll dive into that next. Andy Reid's heavy reliance on Mahomes sparks crisis, concerns for Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are facing a crisis of confidence following their 0-2 start, a stark departure from their recent Super Bowl dominance. The core of the issue, according to league observers, lies in head coach Andy Reid's perceived over-reliance on Patrick Mahomes' improvisational skills. a strategy that is now placing an unsustainable burden on the star quarterback. Mahomes has been forced to play superhero in the opening games, leading the team in rushing yards and taking significant hits. In just 2 games, he's already endured hard falls on his shoulder and launched himself into defenders, raising alarms about his long-term health and the team's offensive structure. This isn't a matter of Mahomes' willingness to perform. It's a consequence of a lack of viable alternatives. With key receivers like Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy sidelined or unavailable, Mahomes has found himself with few open targets, leading to a desperate and often ineffective passing game. The running game has also been anemic, with Mahomes' rushing yards dwarfing those of the team's actual running backs. This reliance on Mahomes to generate offense, whether by passing or scrambling, is seen as a dangerous and unsustainable path. Analysts like Nate Taylor of ESPN have highlighted this superhero role, pointing out that Mahomes' improvisations are often a result of necessity rather than choice. The current offensive structure, which leans heavily on Mahomes' individual brilliance to compensate for systemic shortcomings, is seen as a ticking time bomb that could derail the Chiefs' dynasty if not addressed promptly by Reid. This heavy reliance on Mahomes' legs is certainly a cause for concern, but what if his ground game is the only asterisk thing keeping fantasy managers afloat? We're breaking down his surprising rushing numbers next. Mahomes' remarkable rushing surge becomes unlikely offensive lifeline. In a season where the Kansas City Chiefs' offense is sputtering, quarterback Patrick Mahomes has unexpectedly become a fantasy football savior, largely thanks to his career-high rushing production. Through Week 2, Mahomes ranked as QB7 in fantasy scoring, a position largely propped up by his legs. In the recent 2017 loss to the Eagles, he managed only 187 passing yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception, but he also racked up 66 rushing yards and a touchdown on 7 scrambles. This performance set a new career high for rushing yards in a single game. His Week 1 performance also featured significant ground gains, with 57 rushing yards. This surge in rushing is a testament to his athleticism, but it also highlights the offensive struggles, as his scrambling is currently one of the few effective ways the Chiefs are moving the ball. Fantasy managers are celebrating this newfound rushing ability, while the Chiefs are left hoping for the return of key pass catchers like Xavier Worthy, who is nearing a return from a shoulder injury. The upcoming matchup against the New York Giants' defense, which has been porous thus far, offers a potential opportunity for Mahomes and the Chiefs to find their offensive footing. This unexpected ground game success provides a glimmer of hope, but the long-term viability for the Chiefs hinges on a more balanced offensive attack. Mahomes' legs are keeping fantasy teams alive, but can they keep the Chiefs' playoff hopes alive? We've covered the struggles, the parties, and the surprising stats. Now, let's wrap it all up with a lightning round recap and tell you what you need to do next. The Kansas City Chiefs are in a 0-2 hole, a rare sight for Patrick Mahomes' squad. Patrick Mahomes celebrated his early birthday bash with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce amidst the team's struggles. Andy Reid is facing heat for potentially overworking Mahomes, putting him in risky situations. And Patrick Mahomes' legs are doing the heavy lifting, literally carrying the Chiefs' offense. That's all the urgent news you need to know. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, drop a comment below, and follow us on all socials. We'll see you next time on the Roger Report.